There is a secret code engraved on your skin. A mark that you carry since birth is not an accident, but a silent call. Few understand its true meaning, but you have always felt that your mark was different. Ancient civilizations guarded knowledge about specially marked souls. Shamans, seers, and spiritual masters recognized signs invisible to the common eye. These marks are not scars. They are messages from a universe that pulsates beyond the reality we know. Imagine being a guardian of a cosmic mission. A soul chosen to transform, heal, awaken consciousness. Your birthmark is not just pigmentation, but a portal to extraordinary dimensions that await your awakening. Each line, each tone, each curve of your mark tells an ancestral story. They are energetic codes that reveal your true spiritual identity. Are you one of the chosen ones? The answer may be right before your eyes. In this video, we will dive into the secrets of the marks of the chosen ones. We will unravel mysteries that few people dare to reveal. Prepare for a journey of self-discovery that will change your perception of who you really are. Want to find out if your mark classifies you as one of the chosen ones? Watch until the end, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to unravel the secrets that the universe has prepared, especially for you. Marks in the shape of spiritual symbols. Mysterious symbols marked on the skin transcend simple coincidences. They are secret codes that some chosen ones carry, revealing deep connections with dimensions beyond the physical world. Each shape hides a message waiting to be deciphered, a silent call from higher energies that crosses time and space. When a mark in the shape of a star, moon, or cross appears on the body, it is not an accident. It is a spiritual passport, a unique energetic signature that marks souls specially prepared for extraordinary missions. The chosen ones recognize these symbols as credentials of a transcendental journey, true maps of an existence beyond comprehension. John, a 42-year-old artist, carried a triangle-shaped mark near his wrist. Initially, he considered it just a peculiar spot. He later discovered that this symbol represented protection and balance in ancient shamanic traditions, revealing a deep connection with ancestral wisdom that crosses generations and dimensions. Millennial cultures have always understood the symbolic language of marks. Shamans, healers, and spiritual leaders interpreted each design as a coded message, a communication channel between visible and invisible worlds. These marks function as information portals, connecting individuals with their deepest essence and with realities beyond common perception. Spiritual researchers classify these symbols into specific categories, each carrying a unique vibration. Stars indicate souls with a mission of light, destined to illuminate dark paths. Crosses represent spiritual guardians, protectors of sacred energies. Triangles symbolize energy transformers, agents of change and renewal. Each shape carries a specific purpose, a silent message about the true nature of the individual. Specialized psychotherapists observe that people with symbolic marks frequently manifest special abilities. Keen intuition, energetic sensitivity, and healing ability are characteristics commonly associated with the bearers of these symbols. They are not acquired gifts, but potentials awakened through these body codes, true keys to higher dimensions of understanding. The location of the symbol reveals deep layers of meaning. A mark near the heart may indicate a mission of emotional healing, the ability to transform pain into light. On the wrist, it suggests the ability to conduct and balance energies. On the forehead, it represents awakening of expanded consciousness, connection with higher intelligences. Each position tells a story, each location a unique purpose in the great spiritual tapestry. Some traditions believe that these symbols are hereditary. Entire families may carry similar marks, indicating lineages of chosen ones with specific missions of planetary transformation and healing. They are not genetic accidents, but lines of transmission of spiritual energy, secret codes passed down through generations. Consciousness scientists study these manifestations as windows to nonlinear realities. They are not just marks, but bridges between dimensions. Each symbol functions as an information portal, connecting the individual with their deepest essence and with broader energy fields, revealing mysteries beyond traditional scientific understanding. Women and men with these marks frequently report inexplicable mystical experiences. Vivid dreams, extrasensory perceptions, and intense energetic connections become part of their journey, confirming that these symbols are much more than simple marks on the skin. Understanding the meaning of the symbolic mark is not a mental process, but a journey of inner connection. Meditating, observing, and feeling the energy of the symbol can reveal profound messages about the true spiritual nature. The chosen ones do not choose their marks. The marks choose them, revealing a greater purpose. Each symbol is an invitation to a journey of self-knowledge, personal transformation, and expansion of consciousness. They are silent portals, waiting to be opened, understood, and honored in their deepest essence. Marks located on energy points of the body. Our body is not just physical matter, but a complex energy map. Each energy point represents a connection portal with subtle dimensions. The chosen ones carry marks that are not random, but true codes of spiritual activation. Imagine your body as a cosmic antenna, where each mark functions as a receiver of higher information. They are not simple spots, but communication devices with realities beyond common perception. Each location tells a unique story of purpose. Anna, a holistic therapist, discovered a circular mark near her third eye. Initially, she considered it just a spot. Later, she understood that it represented a portal of intuition and expanded perception, activating dormant abilities. Chakras are energy centers that connect the physical to the spiritual. A strategically located mark may indicate a special transmission channel. These points function as consciousness switches, activating extraordinary potentials in the chosen ones. Energy researchers map different locations of marks and their possible interpretations. Mark in the heart region? Potential for emotional healing. In the center of the forehead? Development of extrasensory perceptions. At the base of the spine? Connection with primordial energy. Holistic therapists observe that these marks are not static. They pulsate, change intensity, and respond to emotional states. They are like living scars, communicating subtle information about the individual's energetic state. Some ancient cultures considered these marks as activation codes. Shamans and spiritual masters interpreted them as credentials of souls specially prepared for missions of planetary transformation. Neurologists and consciousness specialists are beginning to study these manifestations as possible interfaces between energy systems. They are not just marks, but communication bridges between different levels of reality. Women and men with these special marks frequently report experiences of deep connection. Expanded perceptions, sudden insights, and extraordinary intuitive abilities are common characteristics among the bearers of these energy codes. The precise location determines the type of energy activated. A mark on the solar plexus may indicate personal power. In the throat, capacity for true communication. In the hands, potential for healing and energy transmission. Understanding the meaning of these marks requires a journey of self-knowledge. It is not enough to observe, it is necessary to feel. Meditate, connect internally, and allow the energy to speak through the body. The chosen ones are not defined by their marks, but by what they do with them. Each energy point is an invitation to expand consciousness, transform, and reconnect with the deepest essence of being. Marks that reveal ancestral connections. Our body holds memories beyond the present time. Birthmarks can be windows to ancestral lineages, revealing stories of generations that preceded us. The chosen ones carry on their skin narratives of peoples, cultures, and profound experiences. Each mark is a fragment of a larger story. They are not simple spots, but living records of a spiritual heritage. They connect the individual to roots that transcend generations, revealing hidden purposes and family missions. Laura discovered that her star-shaped mark, identical to that of her grandfather, represented a lineage of healers. Both carried the same symbol, separated by decades, but united by an ancestral mission of healing and transformation. Anthropologists and spiritual researchers map these family connections. Similar marks in different generations are not coincidences, but evidence of energetic transmission. Each symbol carries genetic and spiritual information. Some families preserve stories of marks that pass from generation to generation. They are like secret codes, transmitting ancestral knowledge. Shamans, healers, and spiritual leaders recognize these marks as signs of shared missions. Consciousness scientists study these manifestations as bridges between worlds. They are not just physical characteristics, but information portals that connect different levels of existence. Each mark tells a unique family story. Indigenous traditions have always understood this deep connection. For many peoples, marks are records of collective memory. They represent protection, wisdom, and missions that transcend the individual, connecting them to a larger web of existence. Holistic therapists observe that these marks can activate ancestral memories. People with specific marks often develop abilities similar to those of their ancestors. They are like spiritual genetic codes. Women and men with these special marks report experiences of reconnection. Memories of past lives, insights about family missions, and understanding of ancestral patterns are common characteristics among the chosen ones. The location and shape of the mark can reveal specific information. A mark on the wrist may indicate a lineage of warriors. In the heart, a tradition of healers. Each detail tells a part of the family story. Understanding these marks requires a journey of self-knowledge. It is not enough to observe. It is necessary to feel and connect with the family history. Meditate, research the roots, and allow ancestral wisdom to speak. The chosen ones are not defined only by their marks, but by what they do with this heritage. Each symbol is an invitation to honor the past, understand the present, and transform the future. Would you like me to continue developing the next topics with the same approach? Marks as portals of personal transformation. Human skin is much more than a physical shell. It is a living map of internal journeys, a parchment where stories of transformation are written. The chosen ones carry in their marks codes of personal metamorphosis, true invitations to evolution. Each mark represents a point of energetic mutation. They are not simple designs, but triggers of profound transformation. They function as internal portals that open in crucial moments of spiritual and personal growth. Carlos, a 45-year-old executive, discovered a spiral mark at the base of his spine. Initially, he saw it as an aesthetic curiosity. Later, he understood that it represented his process of detachment and inner rebirth, marking moments of profound transformation. Transpersonal psychologists study these marks as manifestations of internal processes. Each symbol functions as a map of personal journey, revealing stages of growth, overcoming, and expansion of consciousness. Shamanic traditions understand these marks as activation points. They are like internal switches that awaken dormant potentials. When activated, they provoke profound changes in perception, behavior, and understanding of reality. Spiritual researchers classify different types of transformation. Circular marks indicate cycles of renewal. Straight lines suggest processes of internal alignment. Irregular shapes represent journeys of deconstruction and personal recreation. Holistic therapists observe that these marks respond to states of consciousness. They pulsate, change intensity, and transform as the individual expands their understanding. They are living organisms of information and growth. Neurologists are beginning to map these connections between marks and internal processes. They are not just physical characteristics, but complex interfaces of transformation. Each mark carries a unique frequency of change and evolution. Women and men with special marks frequently report extraordinary journeys. Processes of deconstructing limiting patterns, awakening intuitive abilities, and expanded understanding of reality are common characteristics. The intensity of the transformation is directly related to the understanding of the mark. Some are subtle, provoking gradual changes. Others are true internal earthquakes, completely redesigning the individual's life structure. Ancient cultures revered these marks as sacred symbols of initiation. Each symbol represented a stage of growth, a rite of passage to higher levels of consciousness and understanding. Understanding the meaning of these marks requires a journey of deep self-knowledge. It is not a mental process, but an experience of connection. Meditate, observe internally, and allow the transformation to happen naturally. The chosen ones are not defined by their marks, but by the process of transformation they embrace. Each symbol is an invitation to unravel internal layers, expand consciousness, and constantly reimagine their own existence. Marks as records of energetic traumas. Our body is a living archive of experiences beyond linear time. Birthmarks can be energetic scars, vestiges of traumas that transcend a single existence. The chosen ones carry on their skin memories of profound and transformative experiences. Each mark is a silent record of an untold story. They are not simple spots, but windows to experiences that shaped the essence of the soul. They represent points of emotional impact that cross dimensions and generations. Marina always felt an inexplicable fear of enclosed spaces. An irregular mark near her chest seemed to pulsate when her anxiety increased. In a regression therapy session, she discovered a traumatic event of imprisonment in a past life. Specialized psychotherapists mapped these connections between marks and energetic traumas. Each symbol carries an emotional frequency, a record of experiences that need to be understood and integrated. They are portals of healing and transformation. Consciousness researchers study these manifestations as interfaces between different levels of reality. Unprocessed traumas can manifest as physical marks, energetic blockages, or repetitive emotional patterns. Holistic therapies work with these marks as healing points. They are not just passive records, but invitations to release old emotional patterns. Each mark represents an opportunity to reframe traumatic experiences. Shamans and healers have always understood this deep connection. For many spiritual traditions, marks are windows to heal ancestral wounds. They represent opportunities for healing that transcend time and space. Neurologists are beginning to map these connections between emotional memory and physical manifestations. Traumas can leave energetic impressions that manifest as marks, fears, or specific behavior patterns. Women and men with special marks frequently report journeys of deep healing. Processes of emotional liberation, understanding of ancestral patterns, and reframing of traumas are common characteristics among the chosen ones. The location of the mark can reveal information about the type of energetic trauma. Marks near the heart may indicate emotional wounds. In the throat region, communication blockages. Each detail tells a part of the story. Understanding these marks requires a journey of self-knowledge and healing. It is not enough to observe. It is necessary to feel and allow the transformation. Regression therapies, meditation, and energetic work can assist in this process. Ancient cultures saw these marks as opportunities for ancestral healing. Each symbol was an invitation to release limiting patterns and reconnect with the purest essence of the soul. The chosen ones are not defined by their traumas, but by the courage to transform them. Each mark is a portal of healing, an invitation to break free from old patterns and reimagine their own existence. Marks as portals of cosmic energy. Human skin is much more than a physical shell. It is a living map of cosmic connections, a receiver of frequencies beyond common understanding. The chosen ones carry in their marks antennas of communication with higher dimensions of energy. Each mark functions as a device for energy reception and transmission. They are not simple designs, but complex interfaces that connect the individual to broader energy fields. They are communication portals with higher intelligences. Pedro, a 33-year-old musician, discovered that his mark at the base of his neck pulsed intensely during moments of musical creation. Initially, he considered it strange. Later, he understood that it was a channel of connection with higher creative frequencies. Quantum physicists and spiritual researchers study these marks as points of energetic intersection. Each symbol carries a unique frequency, functioning as a receiver of information beyond the common sensory spectrum. Shamanic traditions have always understood these marks as points of energetic activation. They are like antennas that capture information from different dimensions. They function as bridges between the physical and the spiritual, translating subtle energies. Holistic therapists observe that these marks respond to states of consciousness. They pulsate, change intensity, and move as the individual expands their understanding. They are living organisms of information and connection. Marks that tingle indicate activation processes. Those that heat up suggest energetic cleansing. Each manifestation tells a unique story of connection. Understanding the meaning of these marks requires a journey of expansion of consciousness. It is not a mental process, but an experience of deep connection. Meditate, observe internally, and allow the energy to speak through the body. The chosen ones are not defined by their marks, but by the ability to understand and work with these energetic connections. Each symbol is an invitation to expand perception, connect with higher intelligences, and reimagine their own existence. Birthmarks transcend their simple physical appearance. Far beyond spots on the skin, they are true records of stories that surpass the limits of a single existence. Each mark carries with it memories of past lives, spiritual signs, and clues about the greater purpose that our soul carries. When any of the described signs resonates with your intuition, it is not by chance. It is an invitation to delve deeper into your spiritual history. Each mark is like a secret code, waiting to be deciphered, a silent message that awaits understanding. Understanding the meaning of your mark requires openness and sensitivity. Carefully observe your sensations. Listen to your intuition. The answer will not always come immediately or obviously. Sometimes deeper inner work is needed to unravel the mysteries that your mark carries. Therapies such as regression and family constellation can be powerful paths on this journey of self-knowledge. They offer tools to explore deeper layers of consciousness, allowing hidden memories and meanings to be brought to light. Each birthmark is unique, just like each spiritual journey. What may seem like a simple drawing on the skin is actually a portal to broader understandings about who you are and what your mission is in this existence. Invite yourself to be curious. Observe your mark not as something static, but as a living element of your story. Allow yourself to feel, question, and explore. Your mark may be a silent reminder of dormant potentials, ancestral missions, or paths of healing that need to be traveled. Sharing this journey is an important part of the discovery process. Each experience, each insight, each sensation can be an important piece in this spiritual puzzle. Therefore, do not hesitate to share your story, your perceptions, your questions. The comments are more than just a space for interaction. They are a field for exchanging experiences, reconnecting, and collectively expanding consciousness. Your mark may be the beginning of a journey of self-discovery that goes far beyond what the eyes can see. Stay open, curious, and receptive. The universe speaks to us through the subtlest symbols, and your birthmark may be just one of those channels of divine communication.